All right, welcome back, everybody. Episode 5, Cave of the Damned. Our damned players are here. They just experienced a very lengthy fight against some Kruthiks, which are six-legged canine reptiles with armor across their backs and basically blades for legs. They came out on top despite Nim throwing out some little extra combat just in case you guys wanted it. The Earth Elemental turned enemy. Some clutch use of Spirit Guardians by Mia. Alder expertly switching between their Echo and themselves to take damage for everyone. Same with the Emboldening Bond by Mia. Expertly done. The halfling that you found in this tunnel fought along your side, almost going down except for your primo defensive plays. And now she stands panting and instructing you with the advice that you should not enter into these nest tunnels. So you really haven't come that far down this tunnel from the where you found the altar, probably about 30-40 feet or so. And the immediate to your left, you could turn and enter into these neon green mushroom infested tunnels, but you know that's exactly where the Kruthiks are because you can still see them scuttling about if you look about 60 or so feet down, and what looks to be a large shadow of perhaps something even more deadly. As she pants, she stands next to Alder, about 10 feet away from the Echo and Mia and Nim at the other side, looking incredibly beat up. And she says, that was just, thank you so much, but I have to admit, this was kind of your fault.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Nim is an idiot.
Truly incompetent.
What are you doing down here, by the way?
Oh, that's so funny you would ask. I work down here. This is what, 10 day up top, 10 down here. And she gets off her basket on her back and turns it around to show you, and she takes the lid off. So, I come down here and I get some really good mushrooms. Take a look at this one. And she kind of pulls it out and shows it to you. What do you think?
It's fungalicious. Yes.
Oh, it's very fun. And she kind of elbows you. Yeah, but typically I come down here and, if you don't bother them, they don't bother you. So, I saw this guy over there and he set off the bimber bang, and I thought, well, that's bad. I'll get you out of there.
Sorry about that. Thank you for the help.
Oh, well, you're real welcome. I just would not recommend going that way. And she points into the further into the nest. What brings y'all down here?
So I was saying, is she pointing southeast, northeast, or is she pointing into the wall itself?
She's pointing directly, if she's facing down in the direction you have not gone yet, she's pointing to the left.
Okay.
So the tunnel that is to the east of me.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the place that Nim already went? Cool.
Mm-hmm. And the Echo did walk in there as well.
Mm.
Could I roll an insight check on Marshall's little lines here about coming down here looking for stuff?
Yeah, sure. Everyone is welcome to.
Cool.
So what's everybody's name?
That's a 19, by the way.
13 for Nim.
Yeah,
okay.
That's an 8 for Alder. I trust him implicitly. My name is Alder.
Yeah, you, Mia, get the impression they are very shaken up by this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that, just looking at them, it looks like they're wearing some kind of shoes. You've never seen these type of shoes before.
Okay.
For us, modern day people, they look like, you guys remember moon shoes?
Yeah.
They look like moon shoes.
Oh my
Heck
god.
Yeah.
Give me your boots.
And she's wearing this crocheted outfit that is very cleverly camouflaged for this exact location.
Okay.
Her large hat and everything. You're getting the impression that she's down here a lot. She clearly does work down here.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm Mia. Just out of curiosity, though, did you happen to see any kind of cloaked figure that might have come through here before us?
Oh, a cloaked figure. And these things are kind of floating around. You think you can get rid of what is happening? And she's like batting at these like spirit guardians that are still like floating.
Yeah, no, they're gonna stay here as long as those insects are nearby. Don't pay them no mind. They're not gonna bother you.
Okay, sure. Oh, well, I've been down here, and well, this is kind of my stomping grounds. The Bibberbanks are worked quite a bit up top, and these green ones as well. But I ain't seen nobody. I've just kind of been, if you circle around this way, and she points down around this curved tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
You head down this way, eventually you're going to hit this stream. And that is that's where they like to grow as well. If you get the mushrooms in there, and but I have not seen anybody. And your 19 insight check, you think that she's being truthful?
Okay, all right. Well, that is wonderful to hear. In regard that you weren't accosted by anybody. Unfortunate for us that you didn't, but thank you for pointing out a way around these poor unfortunate creatures.
Oh, sure.
Are there any other whatever these fungi that you mentioned we should watch besides the river on our walk around?
Oh, you mean the Bibberbanks?
Yeah, those.
Yeah, they're in here. You can I would be happy to escort you. Why are you down here?
We're looking for a lost child, actually.
No, lost child?
Can you even imagine?
That is just so sad.
Tibold is his name, and he's right blessing, a little dragonborn, noble.
No.
Yeah. Have you happened to see any knights of the like coming through here?
Not. You looking for knights and children?
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it's straight out of a fairy tale, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly does. I would remember had I seen any bolt-plated armor. That's for sure. Y'all have been the most strapping people I've seen lately. That just surprises the gosh darn heck out of me, because I never seen anybody down here.
Wonderful.
It's just me and the creatures, But I would be happy to escort you if you need to get through these Bibberbanks.
That would be lovely. We would,
sure.
I suppose, appreciate a little bit of help.
I mean, are we entirely sure that this is the way we need to go if she hasn't seen anybody?
Well, we did see or have those tracks leading us in that direction, unless we want to go back and follow that bloody black oozy trail.
No, I suppose we keep going this way.
Well, just follow Marcia.
Before we do that, I'm going to nurse a couple wounds. I am fucked up.
In that exact voice.
Yes.
Wait, yeah, what are your all's names? And I can help you with that, hun. And she comes up she's got an empty vial, and she kind of like taps it, and it fills with a health potion. She hands it to you.
Nice.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Nim.
Oh, it is just lovely to meet you, Nim. You can call me Marcia.
It's just a regular health potion?
Yeah, 2d4.
Okay.
I told you mine. It's Mia.
Yeah.
I can understand how you're flustered right now. You might forget it.
Oh, certainly. It is flustering because you guys set them all off, but I'm usually fine down here. And Elder?
Yes.
Who's this? And she kind of points at your echo. Like,
Oh, that's also me. Don't mind
well,
me.
that is strange.
You mean your brother?
The echo shrugs.
Well, you can follow me here. I think that we might have see what happens. These Kruthiks here, they don't really like the smell of their own dead because it makes them realize that, danger. So I think we'd be all right. They probably won't come out of their nest, but I do think we gotta be careful of those bibberbangs. So stay close.
Should we smother ourselves in Kruthik's blood? Do you think that would...
That I have heard that works. You want to try?
I would love to.
I rip off a piece and just start sluthering. Yep, we're painting Nim.
Yeah, painting them all up. Mia will absolutely not wear it, and we'll just carry a body.
Marshall, or Marsha, as she goes by, she will help, but she does not slather herself either.
Yeah, neither does Alder. Just Nim. Just helping.
Just Nim.
You get covered. And she starts to lead you down this tunnel that is on both sides surrounded by these fungi. And along the way, she points out every single bibberbang, of which there were actually a number. And she leads you through the tunnel, around the bend, and heading up again. And you pass what looks like another entrance into the nest of these Kruthiks. And she kind of like ducks down low and kind of indicates to, keep your mouth shut. And she goes really slowly past this tunnel. But then she leads you through, and pretty soon you're leaving the neon fungi behind, and you exit again into a T. The tunnel turns into a T. And you can't see it on this map, but when you look to your left, it's the spider cavern that you were in earlier.
Oh.
Well, shiitake mushrooms.
We're
But when
just
you
going
look-
in circles.
Oh, you've been here before?
Yes.
We've been up that way to the left. Now, what goes down to the right?
Oh, yeah, that's, well, it's funny you ask, because, this stream heads down to a real nice pool of water. Yeah, but I have not been able to go that way lately, because there's this big old tree in the way. Here, I'll come show you.
Oh, a tree.
How convenient.
She walks you down to about 50, 100 feet or so, and you come across this absolutely gargantuan, looks like the roots of a massive tree growing straight through this tunnel. But this tree is like leaking. It's like dark, like black. It looks like there's poison leaking out of it. You're getting extremely awful vibes. And as you get closer, these roots that are kind of like sticking out, there's something hanging off them. It is like sacks, flesh sacks, and they're oozing in places. Anyone who wants to make a nature investigation or perception, let me know what you want to...
I will do I'll do a nature check.
Yeah, I would like to percept if I could.
Yeah,
Could I do a survival check?
sure.
See if our steps have reappeared around here, the ones we were trying to get, and if it's like that same ooze material from before.
Absolutely.
I rolled a 7.
A 7 for nature?
A 7. Yeah, nature. Total of 7.
Your 7, you think that these are fruits.
Well,
What?
Cool.
I got an 18 on my perception check. Do I concur
18?
with this?
18 perception. you're noticing that the air smells like sewage. And all of you additionally realize that the ground here is very moist and squelching beneath your feet. Alder, you know that these are technically fruits, but they aren't fruit in the sense that they're not going to be perhaps like an apple, but they are technically fruit, yes.
Please,
also,
please do not eat that.
as your perception check also tells you, you're looking amongst these roots and inside of these like gnarled, this gnarled mass. You're seeing that some of these fruits, these pink translucent skin sacs, they range in size. Some of them are like golf balls, and some of them are like the size of small children.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
What did you roll, Will?
I got a 25 survival.
For survival.
Yeah. So, check to follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide stuff, identify signs, those kinds of things.
I'm going to say that with your background, this tree is clearly corrupted.
Yeah.
This is like abyssal everything, like very dark, scary stuff here.
Okay.
You also, with your survival, you think that something here, just like mixing your religion and your survival a little bit, you've heard of something like this happening before, where if a strong arcane practitioner attempts to seal an evil power, sometimes a tree that is in the way of this like massive event can be sprouted, and it can kind of like become corrupted as a result. And you think this tree has been around for a very long time,
Okay.
and perhaps to Marsha's point, the roots have only just started to reach this deep here to start to block this tunnel. But your survival check does tell you that this water is still trickling down through this tunnel, and you think that you can, if you can get through this tree, there might be something on the other side.
Yeah. Well, I share all the bits about the corruption and stuff with all my buddies.
Very cool. I mean, I may have the means to take us through. I would simply request that maybe we take a brief hiatus. I am quite a bit worn from the previous days.
I could. Oh, you mean a very large rest, not like a little tiny, not like a nap.
Yes, no, the nim is eepy.
I see. I got nothing for that.
There's no response. There's no response to that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mia looks back like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a word from where I come from. It means I'm exhausted.
Now, Marsha, is this a safe place for us to rest? I mean, you must, if you were down here for a 10-day.
Definitely not. Yeah, I would never sleep down here. That would be just really silly.
Would you go back up to the surface?
Well, I have certain methods. I kind of like hide around, and I've got my own little hidey holes that I use. Yeah, I would say, you definitely don't want to get stuck down here if you're not small like I am. I'm quite stealthy. And she kind of like does a little juke to like prove that she's like small and nimble. But yeah, it's just no offense, y'all, or you're pretty big.
Yeah, not fair. Yeah, that's just true.
I will, Mia, with your high survival as well. You think the only place that you've been to right now that would be safe is that tiny room that Alder's Echo transported into.
The one with the flump?
The one that you don't know how to get back out of.
Yeah.
The one that someone died in.
Yep. That super safe room.
Yes.
Cool.
I think as well on your survival check, you think that these fruits are certainly consumable, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Do not eat that. Why are you not understanding this?
No, I wasn't gonna. I was just telling you it could be, but it's wise not to. I have rations. I'm not a beast.
I mean, I could do with a short rest. Like, I don't have to take a full long. I have some amount of spell slots left. I'm just very low on hit points.
I still have 12 uses of healer's kit and I can get you back I think it's like 1d6 plus 4 plus 10 for your HD to get you back per charge.
Okay.
So like we can use that up. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Well, no, this is Marcia.
Marcia.
As well.
Can we talk to Sam? Is Sam in there?
Marcia's here now.
That's
You know,
awesome.
it has been some time since, this tree's been growing for some time, but, I'm no spring chicken anymore, and I've been coming down here a long time. And there used to be that this stream trickled to a nice little area that I would say was perhaps a better spot to take a rest if you needed to sleep.
Oh.
Well,
that's convenient.
How about then? Now, Nim, I know you are EP, but perhaps we could rest for an hour.
Word. That's such an absurd word, Andrew.
But you said it first. Don't you
I
understand?
don't know what you're talking about. It's such a stupid word.
Nim, do not put this on Alder. You said it is your word. Do not do that. Do not.
How about this? We take a little napsy, and then we get up, and you use your magic stick to kill the tree, and then we go to a nice place.
Well, if beyond the tree is somewhere where we can take a sleep, I might not need to take a rest here.
Yep, fair enough. Alright, light her up.
If Mia would mind using a couple hits of the healer's kit, that might be...
Okay. Yeah, before we start hacking into this cursed tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it again? Healer. Yeah. 1d6 plus
Nobody
4
wants to eat the
plus
fruit, huh?
additional.
No,
Not.
no one wants
it.
to eat the pink
Come on.
flesh pods.
Come on.
You get 17 hit points on the first one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. This is really good. That brings me down to 11. Second one, you get 16 hit points back.
Okay. One more and I'll probably be good.
One more. You get 18 points back.
Beautiful.
I'm not gonna do it on myself. I'm gonna hope for the best here on this one.
You fool.
I know.
All right.
All right. What's the plan?
Everybody take a couple steps back. I'm going to take out the lightning rod, and Mia just runs down the tunnel.
Yeah, I don't trust any of your magics.
I'm going to take out the lightning rod, and I'm going to cast Blight on the tree.
All right. And then that'll be the end of the charges, right? Because you used the first one.
For the day, yes.
Yeah. For the day, yeah. All right. You cast Blight. It fires out of this wand, this femur, just straight for this tree. And anyone within 25 feet, which is only Nim.
Oh, cool.
You hear just extreme screaming in your mind. Absolute, just completely shattering your skull. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
But of course.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those. 17.
You do not take any damage.
Excellent.
But
I laugh
you
at
just
the screams.
you like clasp your skull as it like rips through you. And the tree roots slowly peel back as the blight starts at the tips and just like eats away at this tree, creating this archway for you to walk through. Any of these fruits that were hanging drop to the ground and they splat open. You can see that they were full of like a gelatinous substance, and there were little like tiny bones and other living things floating in this gelatin within these.
I hate that. Cool. Cool.
Hate that.
And you are free to walk through.
Okay.
And I'm going to move you to our new map.
Yay.
Just because we've dealt with this before, is it
Yeah.
supposed to be a black screen?
No, it's just you. It's just you,
God
man.
damn it.
I got you.
Yeah, I can see.
It's just because I copied your token wrong.
Why do you hate me?
Because of the things you say and do.
That's fair.
I understand that.
I was good. Okay.
Oh, can I have my echo as well, Sam? Sorry.
Of course.
No.
You just
It
don't
is
feel good about
gone.
it.
You'll get nothing
Passes
and
under
like
the
it.
tree and it disappears.
Oh.
You walk through this this archway which you've created with the lightning rod, and the trickling stream continues along the wall on your left and slowly opens up to this larger cavern. More of those blue fluorescent fungi along the walls, and then there's a pool of water directly ahead of you that the stream trickles into. Let me just grab it up.
Let me grab my stat block for the Hydra.
No.
Oh.
Vessel Hydra, that's gonna
Now
be
this is just lovely. I actually quite like this. This is very nice.
I
You
like that
also-
pool. That is a nice pool.
That's a nice pool.
It's alright.
As you stand in this room, each of you note that it looks like this is a submerged tunnel here. And it does continue on beneath the wall.
Oh,
But
cool.
for anyone to swim through here, like you could tread water at the top, but your head would be about a foot away from the ceiling.
Oh.
So
Just like
it
a
is
claustrophobia dream right there. Great.
truly like you could not fit. You could fit like a raft, but you would be laying on top of it.
So we have to swim, basically.
But this does look to be a bit calmer here. It you know, feels all right.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anybody can make a perception check.
Alright.
Oh, nice. Another nat 20 for a 28.
16 from him.
23 for Alder.
What did you roll, Mia? Perception? I see
Perception, and it was a nat 20 plus 8 for my perception.
Yeah, Mia's the one kind of keeping track of all of these things as they appear, so this makes perfect sense.
Oh, fudge.
You are like looking at the tree as it continues to wither away in the tunnel,
Yep, here it
and
goes.
the corruption that you felt along that tree, you see it seeping through this stream. And it is definitely going down toward this pool of water. And the water itself has like this dark, you think the water looks like it has corruption in it as well. And it occurs to you that it's almost like the tree is corrupt, but so is the water, and the stream is a result.
So, hang on. A quick clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
The pool of water before the tree started dripping into it looked corrupt in its own way?
Yeah, you're seeing it with that nat 20.
Yeah.
Like it is pulled forth from deep down. Like you're looking like 50 feet through this water, and you're seeing it getting darker.
Huh.
Like the corruption is coming from somewhere beyond the pool.
Okay. All right.
You think that there is a certain, again, a nat 20
Je ne
here.
sais quoi.
Is there something Jonas said? No. Perhaps some toxicity. You've heard of this before, but only from prolonged exposure. You would have to be in this water for more than 24 hours, and then you would have to start making some con saves.
Got it.
Spicy.
Cool. I share that with my buddies.
Cool. We love to see it.
I think it's perhaps best that we try to get a little bit of rest here, keep an eye upon the water, and definitely do not enter it until we are sure to proceed forward.
Marcia just appears behind you. Yeah, well, I just perhaps it's not a bad idea. I just
whips around, slaps her. Don't scare me like that.
Well,
Summons Earth
just be on
Elemental
my way.
multi-attack slam.
Oh, well, if you don't want Marcia around, I'll just leave.
No, I'm so
You're
sorry.
not going anywhere but the pool, Marsha.
Just start waterboarding her. Tell us your secrets. Where's the boy?
I like being here because you get all the mushrooms here. It has been a while. She's like going over to the wall and she starts picking fungi and putting them in her basket.
Those certainly aren't going to be corrupt in any way, siphoning off this water.
What?
Oh, Marsha, my accent has shifted. I don't think it's all that great for you to be picking these mushrooms with all this corrupted poison water about here. You might be getting yourself into more trouble than you think.
Corrupted water? Wait a second.
Oh yeah, here, come take a look. And just
drink it.
I think she comes over and you pointed out to her and she's like, oh, that does not look, oh, sure, I trust you. I will put these back. You think the ones against the other wall are all right?
Probably not.
Well,
I just don't think it's best that you take anything from these tunnels, at least until this corruption is cleared.
Sure, yeah, all right, well, I gotta admit, I'm happy to stay on watch if you need a friend here, but there ain't no shrooms I'm less interested.
That's fair, I suppose.
It is your livelihood, and as you said, you've made it on your own fairly well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're welcome to stay here in our company while we rest, but you're free to do what you want.
Oh, well, I would never leave you alone if you need me. Oh, but, you... I'm just... All right, I'm gonna go. And she kind of like tips her hat to you and starts heading back up the tunnel.
Marsha, if you do happen to see a small dragonborn child or perhaps any knighted fellows, and I give the description of the knights in their attire, please do try to come back and find us.
Sure, I'll tell them that you went toward the corrupted tree and ended up in the corrupted water. I'll just let them know.
Yeah, that'd be just fine, thanks.
That will do it.
All right.
Can I do one last insight check on this woman? Is she
yeah, sure.
No.
Is everybody rolling that?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I don't understand.
Another nat 20.
19.
Yeah.
Sick. 16.
For a 28 again.
Nice. Yeah, Marcia, she shoulders her pack, starts heading down the hallway, and
she's totes
she
a
looks
hag.
she looks back at you and she says, yeah, well, I just think there's a lot you gotta watch out for down here. You never know who's gonna get you. She
dies tonight.
She gives you
There
a little
be monsters in them there hills.
Yeah, she gives you
He made me in his own image.
Is she?
That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy right there.
Oh my god. She gives you a wink.
Nope.
And Mia,
You
you
never
swear.
trusted Wink.
Mia, you swear. Right before she turned away, you saw just a bit of her skin flap in a weird way.
What the fuck?
And she
Absolutely not.
disappears down the tunnel.
No. No, she's not. You kidding me?
She was halfway there. I'll give you one thing. You gotta turn.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Can you make? Oh God.
Here, I should.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
Put her
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Oh God, please fail. Please fail. Please fail.
Let's see.
Probably
This
not
is
gonna
pretty
fail.
good.
No.
18.
Ah!
You fool.
What is it that you're doing as she turns around?
I tried to cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere, so yeah, this sphere it would have completely enshrouded you in a barrier. You cannot get in or out. You can breathe there. It's immune to all damages, and like anybody in it also can't be damaged. But yeah, and Mia's like, something's not right. We have to get her right now.
I think you cast this at her, and it's like a sphere that just kind of she dodges. I'm assuming is how this looks.
I'm guessing so. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So yeah, it's like a sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. But I guess if it doesn't get her, it just goes away because it doesn't make continuous saves.
It's not like a concentration thing. Mia sees this weird wink and like a weird skin thing happen. Right before she turns around, you cast the sphere, and it's like she anticipated that something was coming, and she kind of hops back. And, I wouldn't do that, Mia. Don't you worry. Marcia's gonna head on out. Good luck. And she sprints her way through, and she as she turns around, she kind of enters into this tree that you created this hole in, and the tree like folds around her.
Of course.
And it looks like it envelops her. And pretty soon you can't see her anymore, and the tree is back to normal.
But of course. She didn't see anybody.
I don't know why you guys everybody just trusts the Midwestern halfling, you know? Like,
Never.
Yeah, that early check. Just, you trust her.
Man.
This
And
is
you
a trap, my
stand.
friends. We are far from safe from here. We are not safe here.
You're having a little bit of a stroke there, darling.
Did you not happen to see that flap of skin moving off of her nose? Something
I
ain't
don't know
right.
what you're talking about. I was enjoying the nice torches in this lovely death water.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Mia, but I am now quite concerned as we are apparently stuck here.
Well,
time to take a swim.
now, hang on a moment.
The echo's gonna like run and then like swan dive into the water, and then begins just like I don't know, like kind of like Superman fly through the water because they don't actually use their limbs to move.
Just
Hell
a
yeah.
dark shadow.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the Echo Scout out.
All right. Love it. The Echo enters yet another map.
Oh my.
Spooky. Wow. It's a big map.
More
You
beans.
are watching through your Echo's eyes, and you, is the Echo like diving into the water or staying at the surface?
They're gonna go. They're gonna go like under the water because like it got low, right? So they're gonna like kind of like sweep down and see what there is to see.
Okay. They swim through this water, and I mean, it just looks so dark and so deep. And your Echo doesn't have quite as good vision as you do, I don't think, from what I can remember. But as they swim through the water, you can see that there are definitely like living aquatic creatures in here. You think you see what looks like a giant tortoise. And then you start to encounter, after like 50 feet or so of swimming, you encounter just giant like seaweed. Like it's almost like a jungle of seaweed here that would you think would make it very difficult to swim along. The Echo kind of continues forward, and off to their left you see what looks like an underwater archway. It's like a stone pedestal along the bottom, and then this like big archway, like absolutely like 30-40 feet across, really big under the water. And then they reach the surface near this archway, this stone archway that sits at the bottom. And as you're swimming along again, kind of getting the lay of the land, you see what looks like a barge at the top of the water, but it's actually just like 30 or so corpses floating in one mass at the surface of this water. And as your Echo continues on, it looks like this water keeps going, and then you can go either left or you can go right.
Echo's gonna go left.
As you pass over this intersection, it's almost like a trench down below, like it gets even deeper, and then you veer left, and it looks like there's an underwater cave to the left, something that you're not totally sure what that would be, but some kind of additional cave. And you keep going forward, passing more of this like seaweed kelp, and eventually you come out swimming a considerable distance, and you find yourself coming back out of the water onto a new shoreline. And does your Echo like breach the water and come out, or?
Yeah, they'll like, I assume like if anyone was watching, they very creepily just like rise, unmoving, just like a bad video game,
Yeah.
like dev just like
Glitching out.
it's like Sims floats to the surface and like eyes just above the water.
Yeah, your Echo, their eyes. Let me ask quickly, Will, how are you doing on time?
I probably got another 15 minutes, just so we
Alright.
can get a good hour.
Your Echo, their head breaches the water, and their eyes kind of pop out, and you're looking through them, and you see what looks like a very similar cavern to the one that your three actual bodies are in right now, except this one has a little bit more life to it. There's some kind of weird cave ceiling light at the top that's allowing actual sunlight to come through, and there's like reeds, and you see like flies, and it's like there's like life in this particular little cavern here. And your Echo scans the room from left to right, and you see what looks like humanoid figures.
Oh,
If you'd like to make a perception check.
I would love to, yeah. And I'm just gonna be like narrating this to you too, so it's like water, water, mysterious archway, corpse boat, water, trench, water. Ooh, hunch humanoid figures.
Let's go.
It's 19 on perception.
You clock sigils. and you clock that these are members of the Order. They are alive, and it looks like they are resting, but there are 4 of them. And they sit kind of like huddled together against a stalagmite. And you also clock that there is a tunnel out of this like alcove that they sit in resting. And as you look at it, it's a caved-in tunnel.
Okay, and I'm gonna attempt some shenanigans here.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to shut me down, because this is stretching to the very limits, this ability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my Echo kind of like move up to a position where I know that they can see them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have them bring their weapon down. And since, as we established, the only way I can like use my Echo physically is through attacks, I am going to like have them etch into the cave floor with the warhammer to just like write out like kink 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 kink, if I can, to write out like something like,
Yeah.
"We are here for you."
I need you to make some kind of a charisma roll here. Because the instincts of these individuals will not be to listen or to wait, but to attack. So I'm thinking persuasion or performance.
Cool. You know what? They're the same. And this is the moment where I'm like, man, maybe one of us shouldn't have dumped charisma.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you if that'll go through to you into the Echo.
Sure. I think
okay,
so.
so you get a D4 to it.
All right, that will at least equalize my -1. Very good. Ooh. Well, it's a 9. Yeah, it's a 9.
Shit.
Okay, a
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
The
Kill the shadow.
3 of these paladins are in various states of rest. One of them looks heavily injured, and the 4th, who's clearly keeping watch, sees your Echo rise out of the water. Not again! And they sprint for the edge of the water, and they swing out and slice your Echo in half.
They, like a shadow, they just fall apart and just aren't there anymore. And then on the other side of the lake, Alder's eyes open. Well, gentlemen, I do have some good news. There are 4 of our companions, not all companions, but members of the company of companions. There's 4 of the guys we're looking for through quite a bit of underwater cavern. They look a little worse for wear. It looks like they got caved in and may indeed be stuck out there.
Do they have the child with them?
I didn't see a child with them, no.
Oh, boy. Alright, well, we'll be going for a swim then.
Well, I have... Do any of you have the ability to make me be able to breathe water? Because otherwise I am not going to go do that.
I mean, I can just breathe underwater innately. But
Well, ain't you just precious?
I keep telling you that. You tell me I'm not.
Alright, well, Mia, you heard the man. Nim's going to go through by themselves.
Yep. No, that sounds great.
Through the archway, and the corpse boat, and the trench, and whatever. And don't forget about the seaweed now. And when it gets to the end, the companions will most likely kill him.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Great to me. We'll just wait for Marsha, or whatever the hell her real name is, to come back and kill us.
That's fair. Can I have the lightning rod before you go off and commit suicide by accident?
Trade that off.
Fuck no.
That'd be good. And any other valuables you might have that we could use.
Nope.
DM, there's a foot of water, you said, initially over this, or a foot of air above this water, right?
Correct. Yeah. You
Does
think
that-
that you...
Linger all the way through?
It does.
Okay. So we don't technically need to breathe water.
Right.
And I don't have access to that, even if we were to long rest and like Mia was to pray.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I'd have water walk, but there's no way we're
What?
walking in a
I
foot
mean,
space.
I do have water breathing. Like, if I were to rest, I could prepare it, but it seems like we don't need it.
Well, I will say that there is again, a boat of corpses in there. So
Yeah, no.
I think we might want to be able to breathe under the water. Just we might encounter certain things in there that might make it inconvenient to not be able to breathe.
Well, here's what you need to do: take a deep breath, untangle your echoes, bloomers, and allow me to rest, and I will let you breathe underwater.
Okay, now I can do the second part. I did not think that the bloomers can come off of the echo. He's just a shadow. And also, why would I do that?
The second part.
No.
Okay.
We all dumped
Another quick
intelligence.
question.
Yeah.
Did we see if the knights had another means of egress from the space that they were in, or they have to get into the water too?
It looked like they did not have an easy escape route without getting back into the water.
Okay, so we can assume that they're going to be resting. We rest, try to keep up with them. That seems like the best current option.
Yeah, kind of seems like they're either stranded or they would have to come back our way.
Mhm.
Well, here's a question for you, Sam. When my shadow was over there,
Mm-hmm.
did they look like they had been swimming? Were they wet?
They absolutely were wet.
Okay.
So wet.
They were so wet, man.
Oh.
So I want to give a couple more things that I did not give because the echo is such a unique thing, but I should have said perception will be rolled at disadvantage in this water because it is so dark.
Yeah.
Regardless
that
of
makes
your
sense.
dark vision, it is murky as hell.
And then there's all the seaweed.
Correct. Additionally, will be if you decide to go in this water and swim in it, you're going to go with all of the underwater rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do remember we did a underwater little bout in Out of the Abyss, and I remember that there was the whole thing about casting spells underwater, and I want to clarify, if you want to cast a spell underwater, you can once, and then you're out of breath and you're suffocating.
Yeah.
Well, if I cast water breathing on us, all of that
Correct.
is negated.
Correct. If that, I just don't want it to like be a surprise later and like,
Yeah.
oh, we would have done this differently.
Yeah, and
It's also going to be difficult terrain.
And our melee attacks are a disadvantage unless they are with very specific weapons.
Right.
Yep.
Daggers, javelins, spears, and tridents.
Yeah, I don't
So
have any of
if
those.
Yeah,
I've
so
got a dagger, that's it.
So if we get a long rest, I'll be able to cast water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I would also potentially be able to prepare something that would allow us to clear whatever blockage the companions are dealing with.
Has anyone touched the water yet?
No. Get out of here.
Absolutely not.
My echo did.
That's not what I wanted to know. Yeah, I think so you guys tell me, is this long rest time? What's the plan?
Definitely a
it's
long
a
rest
rest.
time.
Yeah. Let's sleep people. We definitely need to take shifts though.
Yeah.
So this is,
Yes.
yeah, walk me through what that looks like. Is it one person keeps watch, other people rest, so you're here for a good...
Yeah, it's gonna be a 12-hour cycle, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's keeping watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Will you please roll
Guess I'll take third.
perception check?
Okie dokie. Alright, that's a 17.
All right. While you are keeping watch, Alder, the other two of you, where are you bedding down?
I think sort of in this crook over here where these, like this group of torches and rocks are.
Yeah,
Just sort of resting up against the side of one of those.
perfect.
I'm not going near that water stream thing, so I'm gonna go over here a little bit more. I'm actually, I think I have everything I need technically to like No, I have a tinderbox, so I wouldn't really be able to burn anything unless I got... or does it say? Yeah, I don't have wood to burn, so I can't really make a fire. But I will go over there just to stay far enough away from the water. Can I make... you tell me if I would know this from the survival check from earlier where I got the 28 or not. Does the water look like it's poisonous or like diseased, or is it unintelligible?
It looks unholy.
Unholy.
It's a third, much worse option.
Yes. No. Reconsidering spells? No.
Yes.
Great. Remove protection from poison. Great.
All right, so Mia, Nim, you bed down. You're taking your long rest. Alder, you stand watch, and as you watch this pretty calm surface, and you do see that this murkiness, this unholiness that Mia's pointed out, this corruption, is like in this water, and it really does seem like a cloud within the water. And you just kind of watch it during your very long watch. And you swear you see like a large sized shape within it, kind of swimming. But it doesn't ever get within like 20 feet of the shoreline.
Okay.
And unless you would like to do anything, your watch passes.
Nope. But I will hand off that information to the next watcher, just so like, there's a very large and perhaps angry fish in there, so just keep an eye out.
Big fishy friend, I heard you. I'll keep him company.
All right. Alder beds down. Nim, please make a... so is Mia and Nim both awake now?
No,
I'm taking third.
Oh, thank you.
third
Sorry.
watch.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You see the same shape that Alder did.
Okay.
He's pointed it out. You're kind of watching it, keeping an eye on it. It starts to get closer to the shoreline. And with your dirty 20, you said, right?
Yeah.
You're like watching it, and it's taking its good old time. And you think it is that giant tortoise that the Echo saw. And throughout the course of your watch, it slowly gets closer to the shoreline. And then it's heading straight for the shoreline.
Oh dear.
You think it's going to break through the water at some point.
Okay. Cool.
I think also with your 20, you also make out that it has runes on its shell.
Interesting. Okay. Does it look like it's approaching in hostile fashion? Or is it just sort of like...
This tortoise has been swimming lazily this entire time.
Okay. He's just sort of chilling.
Come be our friend.
I'm not going to do anything. Just keep observing.
This tortoise, toward the end of your watch, slowly swims toward the surface of this water, pokes its head out, and you see that its eyes are like milky. And it slowly lumbers onto the shore and just slowly walks out. But it's the end of your watch. You are now joined by a giant tortoise.
Out? There's roots in the way.
Like walks out of the water.
Out of the water, yes. Sorry, it's still in the It's still in this cave with you.
All right,
Okay.
I'll go up to Mia and like smack her boot.
I smack you right back. What?
Bitch to be
Say it again. Say it again.
There's a tortoise in the room, which makes no sense because tortoises can't swim.
Oh shit!
Got
I got
him.
for that one.
There's a sea tortoise.
A sea tortoise.
A sea
Look,
tortoise.
this is a fantasy world, all right?
Yeah.
The gods, they don't know what they're doing.
A sea turtle.
What do you mean? And I probably look over and see this large
Yes, you see
tortoise.
it has exited the water fully and is
Uh-huh.
munching on fungi.
Can I try to identify the runes at all, maybe?
Yeah, you can make an investigation or arcana check.
Identify this biologically
And then-
impossible creature.
Nim, are you taking a rest?
Yeah, I'll probably just be like, wake me up if it attacks, or don't.
You're just
Handle
gonna
your-
leave me with the tortoise?
You're an adult. Handle your own problems.
Okay, great, cool.
I thought I told
I got
you.
a 17 Arcana. That's a flat check. I have no bonus.
Well,
Yeah, all right. This creature, as you're looking at it, you kind of approach. It doesn't seem to notice you one bit as you get closer.
Mm-hmm.
These sigils, it seems like something very ancient to you. And it occurs to you as you get closer to really examine them, somebody etched runes of invulnerability into the shell of this tortoise.
Okay.
The snail found you.
You think that this tortoise, additionally, you think that these runes perhaps have made this tortoise like an ancient being. It's very old.
Right, so I should try to kill it and use its shell as a shield, absolutely, or as armor. I see
smart.
what I'm picking up what you're putting down, Sam.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Just whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah. Monster Hunter this bad boy. Come on.
Yeah, I love that genre. I'm all for it. No, no. I guess I'll just try and talk. Actually, hang on a sec. Oh, it doesn't tell me like who speaks what languages of my type. Just because I always I speak Common, Dwarvish, and Sylvan, and I always kind of pictured Sylvan kind of being like the Fey language of talking with like animals almost in a way, but I have no idea about the actuality of that.
You can try if you want to make a nature or animal handling.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do animal handling. I have good points in that. Natural 19 plus 8. Let's go.
So describe to me what you're doing.
I guess I'm trying to communicate it with it in a way because it's clearly blind of some sort. I'm judging by the milky eyes. So I guess I'll try speaking to it like calmly and Sylvan of like, I do not wish to frighten you. However, there are people here. Who are you, if you have a name? My name is Mia, kind of a thing.
Yeah. There is zero reaction to anything that you're saying.
Okay.
It's almost as if it can't hear you.
So it should be murdered. Right. No, I'm just kidding. I can't see, it can't hear.
And I think as you're you spend some time speaking to it, just trying to keep it really calm. And your high animal handling check leads you to pick up some of what it is eating. and it starts to follow your hand where the food is.
Okay. You know what? I got a better idea for this, guys. We're going to take a twig. We're going to wrap some fungi around it. And then we're going to ride this bitch all the way to our friends.
Right. So in 4 days, we'll make it to the other side.
Because it's a tortoise and it can't swim. You're absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
It just physics finally kick in and it just sinks straight to the bottom.
I think that encompasses your watch, is like learning all of this about this creature. Nothing bad happens. Everybody has their long rest.
Okay.
And now you stand at the shoreline next to this tortoise, or apparently sea turtle. I don't know the difference, I guess. And you tie this like contraption together, and Mia's like trying to prove to you how this is definitely gonna work.
It's foolproof. Just Charlie Day, like spiderweb on the wall. Like, this is the plan. Believe me.
And this tortoise just continues to eat mushrooms. And then you see the fog within this water is like creeping around again. And that's where we'll leave it. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Cave of the Damned episode 5. We know it's been a while since we released another chapter in this short story, so it means a lot that you're here tuning in. We will be finishing up Cave of the Damned in short order and starting other short story content. If you're interested in running any of our one-shot content, it will be available in our Discord. You can find our Discord link in all of our social media links by going to linktree.com/themadnesstable. Speaking of our Discord, we're going to be doing a community game night on Friday, February 9th and playing some D&D Trivial Pursuit. So if you want to hang out with some like-minded Larrys, come on in and say hello. We'll be there. Can't wait to meet you. Lastly, if you have made it this far, consider leaving us a 5-star review and whatever podcatcher you're currently listening. Each review is instrumental in helping us grow, and it would just mean the world. But that's all for now, and we will see you in the next episode. When?
Madness continues.